Churches can respond by using the enormous depth of their wealth and experience to help solve part of the housing crisis in London. What we find is in Mission Housing Association is that when people who are in churches find out about the need, once they understand that their wealth can be used to solve that need, people are actually quite generous in giving their resources, not in a gift sense but in a loan sense, so that houses can be bought. And Mission Housing houses what we call key Christian workers that work within all deprived parts of London. And so when they understand that their finances, their wealth can be used in a very active way for mission, it really energises them to get involved. That it's not about the financial return, but it is about the social return that they can provide with their wealth. And we think that that is something that the church throughout London can do more about through the education, through the ministry that they have, about how they can share that wealth, not always give it away, but of course that's always great, but just to share the wealth across a much wider group of people that are really in need. Mission Housing, we like to work with churches to help their key workers. It could be a youth worker, could be an assistant minister, could be somebody who's reaching out to the homeless, to the vulnerable. But what we find is that they find it difficult to live in London because of the cost of housing. But if we work with the church to work with their supporters, their network, people in the congregation, to think about what they do with their finances a little bit more, we can set up schemes where they can put money with us from 3 to 10, 20 years, where they just loan it to us and they can get that back within those terms, but together from pots of 5,000 up to £500,000, well, we can always put them together in some sort of package and use that to buy a property that is going to house that key worker. And that's been a great motivation for a lot of people to think, actually, yes, my funds can help ministry in my area, and we want to do more of it.